You should be able to hear me. All right, let's go through these questions right now. All right, here we go. Question, what do you do if you need to adjust your mirror while you're driving? If you have to adjust your mirror while you're driving, wait till you come up to a light. Wait till you slow down, because you don't want to have to keep adjusting your mirror when you're driving, because that's going to take your attention off of driving. Okay, when you get in the car, you want to take a moment, pause, make sure your door is locked, make sure your seat's adjusted, put on your seatbelt. Then once you do that, then you sit in the car, frame the rear window in your center mirror. Remember what we read, the center mirror is the most important. Then your driver's side and passenger side, you want to lean to the left, adjust that driver's side. You want to lean to the right, so you can see the sides of the car, you can see the bottom of the mirror. Everyone has a little bit of a different way to adjust the mirror. So if you have to, wait till you're slowing down and wait till you're at a stop. If it's really bad, you're going to have to pull over and adjust mirrors. Okay, that's the honest question. So I'm going to go through and ask you, how do you adjust your mirrors on a car? How do you adjust your mirrors on the car we will be driving? There is a keypad. There's a small keypad. You push the button to the left, that's for the driver's side. You push the button to the right, that's for the right side. Most cars today have a keypad. They have a little switch, and then you can adjust the driver's side mirror, that's the left. You can adjust the right side mirror, that's the passenger side. What do you do if your side mirror gets knocked off? You go buy one. You go buy one. You can go to the junkyard and buy a mirror. You can get a replacement mirror from an auto parts store. The best place is probably go to the junkyard. You go online. Hey, I have a 2022 Equinox driver's side mirror. They will have those parts at the junkyard. That's what you do. If you don't have your mirror, then you won't be able to see as much. Can you hear me now? All right, let's keep going. Question, what if the mirrors don't give clear enough view? You wipe them off. Thank you, I was tripping. I had to reset everything. Thank you. You clean them off. You can get out, they're made of glass or a plastic material that is black on the backside and clear mirror plastic on the front side. Yeah, I'm back. What's up, fam? Ask those questions. I like it. So you got to clean those mirrors. Usually big trucks have bigger mirrors. School buses have bigger mirrors. Smaller cars have smaller mirrors because their visibility is less. Okay, you won't see a big truck mirror on a little car, and you won't see a little mirror on a big truck. Do you guys understand this? The mirror size is based on the type of vehicle. I love the questions. Keep them coming. Do we use both traditional and enhanced mirror settings? The driver's ed car we have does not have enhanced mirror settings. Some of the newer cars have a smaller glass at the bottom that you can adjust. This car has traditional mirror settings, not enhanced. I like that question. How much of the side of the car should we see after adjusting mirrors? I like you to see a little bit of the door, and then from your back door to the rear. Your blind spot is to your left shoulder and back. Your blind spot to the right is to your right shoulder and back. So, good question. Mallory, keep asking those questions. Can your mirrors not always show the correct distance of the car? This is correct. So you have to learn to judge distance. Holly, I like that question. Now we're thinking. Your mirrors, it's an S. You remember what the direction said? You remember, look, it said in here, anytime speed or position adjustment is necessary, the driver must consider the location, size, and speed of a vehicle. While the vehicle is in motion, mirror usage is intended to assist in detection. So, Holly, your mirror is just there to say, hey, there's a car there. The mirror won't say, hey, this car is 5 feet. This car is 3 feet. This car is 10 feet. I love the question. So a mirror would just tell you a car is there. A mirror won't say, hey, it's 5 feet away. It's 7 feet away. Because if you're going 70 You might be able to see the car a second, then it goes into your blind spot. You think you're clear, and you come over and hit a car, right? So I love that question, and we could go back to this. When doing a lane change, the mirror should be checked first. Inside mirror, outside mirrors, turn signal, blind spot. Inside mirror, outside mirror, blinker, blind spot. Inside mirror, outside mirror, blinker, blind spot. You got to check both your inside, outside, blinker, blind spot. It's in a format, right? I love the questions people are thinking. Are mirrors useful in thick fog? Yes and no. But remember, yes, they can show you if a car is in the area. No, you don't know how far or close the car is. Go back to what it said, okay? While a vehicle is in motion, mirror usage is intended to assist in detection, not in gathering detail. So I think a lot of you want to gather details. I want to know how close the car is. The mirror won't tell you that. I want to know how far it is away. The mirror won't tell you that. The mirror will just say, hey, there's something in the area. And when you look over your shoulder, okay, I have room. I can change lanes. You just checked your blind spot. I love your questions. Now you're thinking, Brian, how often should you check a mirror? Every 12 to 15 seconds. When I check the mirror, when I check my mirrors, how am I sure of the distance? You're not sure of the distance. Go back to the question. And the answer says, while the vehicle is in motion, mirror usage is intended to assist in detection. It says not in gathering detail. Your question is detail. When I check my mirrors, how am I sure of the distance? You're not sure of the distance. You're not sure if it's 5 feet, 8 feet, 9 feet. It's there to just give you information. If no one is in your mirror and then you look over your shoulder, it is safe to change a lane. If someone is in your mirror and you look over your shoulder, they could be really close to the car. So I love what you're saying. Okay. I love the questions. What do we do if it's raining or snow is bad when your mirrors get covered? Well, your mirrors will get covered. You have to wipe them off when you go get gas. If your mirrors are really bad, you're going to have to pull over the side of the road and clean them off. We live in a cold weather region. Your mirror's going to get full of ice. You've seen your mom and dad's car in the morning. Well, I don't really pay attention. I just get into a warm car and go. Well, it's about to change, because when you drive, you need to be aware of mirror settings. When you drive, you need to be alert that a mirror just shows you detection. It's not going to tell you how far the car is away. And I like your questions. Come on, let's eat. Okay, let's keep going. I like that. Changing lanes. When a driver is attempting to change lanes, the mirror should be checked before any change in speed or position is made to enable assessment. Man, I love these words. Assessment and control of the rear and side space. When you change your lanes, you have to have space. You have to have time. Okay? It's really important. So, and I think once you feel comfortable checking those mirrors, you might say, hey, my mirror is clear, but there was a car in my blind spot. So the mirror just gives you information. It's not going to give you detail. So if it's raining, it's going to be more difficult. If it's snowing really bad, it's going to be more difficult. And if you look too long, you're going to go off the road. It's going to be more difficult. Let's keep it moving. I like the questions. Checking mirror blind areas. Regular side view mirrors, even when angled out to an additional 12 to 16 degrees enhanced settings, do not provide sufficient information. So you have to look over your shoulder. You have to check. Blind spot checks. A mirror blind spot check involves moving a quick eye movement over your shoulder to the left or right. And once you start checking that over and over and over, you're going to be good. Okay, I like the questions you're asking. So mirrors are just a reference. You can't tell how close or far a car is away. Okay, it's going to tell you something is in the area. And if a car is going really fast, you might see a car in the mirror and then it's gone. Or you might see a car in the mirror, then they slow down. What's up? How you doing? Put some questions in. All right, let's keep it going. I love the questions. Passenger vehicle side mirrors are not designed for backing. I'll say this again. When I have you guys back up, look out of your back window. I'll say it again. On that first drive, we're going in the neighborhoods. We're backing in driveways. You need to look over your shoulder and out the back window. Look over your shoulder and out of the back window. You have to. Side mirrors don't help when you back up. Okay? Passenger side view mirrors are not designed for backing the vehicle. Got to look over your shoulder, look out the back window. Inside mirrors become primary view to the rear. Outside mirrors should be adjusted to reduce blind spots and provide maximum visibility. To set the left mirror, the driver must rest their head. We already talked about that. What's up, guys? How you doing? Let's keep going. So door locks, you know what they are. They lock your door. It protects you from being thrown out. Sun visors, you flip it toward the window. Head restraints, if you get hit in a rear end collision, you won't get whiplash. Seat belts are here to protect you. Hey, let's get some thumbs up. Ask some real questions. Driving. Let's talk about airbags. Airbags, they're designed to reduce the speed of a vehicle occupant from 0 mile per hour during a collision. We learned about anti-lock brakes. The system is designed to automatically pump the brakes. Traction control, if you're spinning out of control, the car will automatically slow. It will put extra torque in place, or it will pull power, okay? That's what traction control does. The system is designed to apply more pressure to the brake or any tire when the tire loses traction. ESP, electronic stability, that's going to be in your test. I would definitely highlight that. All ESP systems, including ABS, apply to the front 2 tires or all 4 wheels. It uses sensors to monitor the dynamic state of a vehicle. Please ask some questions about this. Crumple zones, therefore, left front corner, right front corner, rear left corner, rear right corner. They're designed to crumple to protect you. Backup warning devices. Some cars have a beeper, some have a chime. It alerts you before you back up. You got to look out your back window. Adaptive cruise control. Many of you know about this. You set your speed and your car keeps going until you stop. Blind spot detectors. This technology alerts the driver if someone coming in and out of your blind spot, but you still need to look. Lane change assist, lane departure. Technology is similar to blind spot. It judges the approaching speed. Park assist, it parks for you. Okay, let's get some questions on this. Come on. Vehicle technology. The ESP is always active. All ESP systems, including, it's always active. If you are spinning out of control, the computer will analyze it. So answer is yes. I like the question. E, you thinking. Because it's there if you need it. The parks your car for you. Park assist. It's right there. The park assist, if you have it on, the technology will park the vehicle. Says it right here, in. It keeps you safe. If you get hit, the front part of the car will crumple up and protect you. They are different types of tires. There are different gear shifts for snow and ice. For instance, I had an SRT Grand Cherokee, and there's a snow mode. The truck would start in 3rd gear, so I wouldn't spin out. If I wanted to have race mode, it would, the computer would tell the transmission to shift really fast. Okay, some of your parents have cars and trucks like that. Snow mode, race mode, haul mode. It just depends. So yes, is the ABS always active? Yes. When you slam the brakes, the ABS is active. Does every car have blind spot detectors? No. The older cars do not. The newer cars have a little light in the mirror, a little chime that light up when a car goes by. You guys have seen this on the road before, or maybe you haven't. So you need to start paying more attention when mom or dad are driving. I like the questions. Let's keep it moving. Okay, we talked about park assist. The car parks itself without driver input. We had a question on ABS is active. If you slam your brakes, the ABS is active. If you don't need to slam your brakes, the ABS is not active. We had another question about crumple zones. There are two in the front, left side, right side, the corners. They're designed to crumple in. There are two in the back. Hey, we're trying to educate you. Put your questions in. Crumple zones, adaptive cruise control, the ESP, electronics, that'll keep you from crashing, rolling your car over, spinning out. It might save you, it might not, but if you're going too fast and if you're in snow or ice and you slam your brakes, the computer will start analyzing how fast you're going, what direction is the car going. It might pull power from the left or the right, or it might pull power from the engine to slow you down. Traction control is a system designed to apply more pressure. You can't burn out. Your parents could adjust traction control. Okay? There's also something called torque management. If you pull that away, it's going to make your transmission shift harder. If you increase your torque management, it's going to make your transmission shift very soft. I love the questions. Okay, let's keep moving. Basic driving maneuver. Steering wheel is you always want to have your hands at 10 and 2 or 9 and 3. There's more than one way to hold the steering wheel. 10 and 2, 9 and 3, 7 and 5. AAA recommends 7 and 5. That's a more comfortable position. And that's based on scholarly information. AAA is a major automotive and insurance company across the United States. So we're not just going to say, hey, my mama drives at 9 and 3. AAA recommends 7 and 5. Okay? What hand position do you guys drive at? First, I want you to ask your parents this. Mom, Dad, do you turn hand over hand? Do you palm the wheel? Do you do hand to hand or hand over hand? So what I want all of you to do, send a text to your mom or dad, or go ask them, Mom and Dad, my instructor wants to know, do I turn hand over hand? Mom and Dad, do you turn hand over hand? Do you do hand to hand? Do you palm the wheel? Do you drive with one hand? Do you let the wheel spin? Please ask your parents and type it in for me. Go ask right now. Guys, we're having a great session right now. So let's look. There are different gear shifts for the tire. It depends on your car. Some cars may adjust for the weather conditions. I told you I had a SRT Jeep. I can put it in snow mode. I have an 8-speed transmission. It would start off in second gear or third gear. So I wouldn't spin the tires. Okay? Yes, I do teach people how to drive. Snow mode has, yes, it does depend on your car. It depends on, you got to look at your owner's manual. I love the questions. Hey, let's keep it coming. Let's give this thing a thumbs up. Okay? Ask more questions. Snow mode is there because if you hit the gas, you're going to spin. And that's forcing you to lose control. So if you put it in a lower gear, you won't get as much torque. And torque is the turning and twisting motion. So you want to adjust your speed so you're not trying to spin out. We know a lot of you want to try to spin out. So snow mode is very safe. Any car can spin out. Okay, I asked you to put in what your parents do. We got hand over hand, one hand or palm, hand over hand, palm, one hand, hand over hand, hand over hand or palm, hand over hand, palm, one hand or 9 and 12, 10 and 2. Your tires are designed to protect you between you and the road. If you have a crack in your tire or a leak, you could get moisture or condensation in the car. And that is important. So we want to make sure that your tires are in good shape. If you have really old tires, they could have cracks in them. They could dry rot, and that lets the air out. Eventually, when the tire gets to operating temperature, it could explode. So hand over hand. Most of you are going to do hand over hand. It's good for right turns, parking, tight maneuvers. Push pull, this is good for changing lanes, making slight turns. Okay? Give me 1 second, please. Hand over hand is good for parallel parking, backing in the driveway, making those right turns. That's really important that you understand that. Okay, please put in questions about hand over hand. Please put questions about push pull. A lot of beginners have questions on that all the time. So I want you to ask. And once you understand, you'll have a better approach. And I may have to show you this. I'm an instructor, so that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, is hand over hand, is it hard to do? No, because you've never done it before. And if you've never done something before, it's not hard. It's like you saying, hey, is building an engine hard? If you've never done it before, you're going to try. So all of you have zero knowledge. So my job is to show you, is there a better way than 10 and 2 or 9 and 3? What I want you guys to do right now, take a moment, do your scholarly research. Google the best way to turn the steering wheel. But remember, some of you have long arms. I'm 6'4". I have long arms. That might not be good for me. Some of you are shorter. It depends on how long your arms are. It depends on the type of car you have. It depends on what you want to accomplish. So what you're going to find, you're going to get a lot of confusing information. Google it right now. What's the best way to turn the steering wheel? Also, if I'm making right turns, what's the best way? If I'm reverse parallel parking. So it really understands. So different colors to smoke. Most of your cars, when they warm up, you're going to have a white puff of smoke coming out. That is normal. If you have a brown or black or bluish black smoke, this means you're blowing oil through the rings and it's getting in through the exhaust system. So you should never see black or blue oil. If you do, your motor is worn out. Okay? So question, is hand over hand the most efficient? Yes, Mallory. Hand over hand is the most efficient. Love that. She's thinking. Okay? Acceleration, if you're going really fast, you might want to just barely turn the wheel. It depends on how fast you're going, how big the truck is or car. It all depends on the variable. I love that question. That's great. Please make sure you're subscribing. Love that question about the white smoke or the blue or black. Let's keep it moving. To properly increase the vehicle speed, the driver should depress the accelerator. To increase, you push the gas. Let's talk about braking. Guys, and Dan, I'm gonna hit you with some videos after this. About braking. When necessary to slow the vehicle down, use the ball of your foot. Okay, guys, first I want you to ask questions about steering. What did you find on the internet? Put it in, put a link in. Let's look at it. What did you find? Okay, we teach you both hand over hand, hand to hand. When you're making a right turn, a slight hand over hand, a 90-degree turn is really good. If you're parallel parking, you got to turn hand over hand because you got to really turn that wheel, get the rear of the car in. Your mom may palm the wheel. Your dad may palm the wheel. They've been driving 20 years. We're going to give them a pause. We're not going to say, hey, mom or dad, you're doing it wrong. I found the best position, hand over hand, is 9 and 3. Thank you, Emily. But someone else is going to find something different, Emily. What I need you to do is have an open mind. What does AAA say about hand position? Has someone looked that up? I already know what it is. What's the difference between push-pull and hand over hand? Mallory, let's look at what's in front of you. You see two examples. Push-pull is primarily used for maneuvers that don't require a lot of steering input, changing lanes, making a slight turn. That's the difference. Mallory, right in front of you. I love giving you information, having it here. Mallory, it says hand over hand is good for sharp turns, skid recovery. Okay? Keep a firm grip on the wheel. I love that. It is executed when a driver makes a turn. I love that. Keep a calm, firm grip. A lot of you will grab the wheel really hard. So, Mallory, I'm locked in with you. We have hand over hand and we have push-pull. You see the two examples. And you'll learn when to use hand over hand. You'll learn when to do push-pull. Love it. Let's talk about reversing real quick. Backing the vehicle requires visual tracking, similar to driving forward. The driver must look where they want the car to go. If you're going to the right, you need to look to the right. If you're going to the left, you need to look to the left. Remember, your side mirrors don't help you when you're backing. To back up to the left, the driver must twist their head and look to the left side. Some of you won't do that. This will cause the front to swing to the opposite direction. That's one of the questions on your study guide. Ask questions. Ask questions. This is going to be a question and answer session. Ask questions. Backing, steering, turning. Since we're not talking about, man, let's make it to a car. You want a car that's reliable. You want a man that's reliable. You want someone that's going to be honest. It's going to get you there. So this is not about men or women. This is about driver's education, right? Okay, question. Is there anything we need to do when backing besides look over our shoulder? You want to look over your shoulder and look in your rear view, look in your back window. It's like you backing into your parents' driveway. If you're backing in from the right, you want to look to the right. Am I not getting on their grass? If you're backing into the left, you want to look to the left. Am I jumping the curb? Am I running over my neighbor's kid's bike? You want to look out your back window. I like that. I could have you backing on to the right or backing on to the left. Love the questions. We're starting to think. Come on, I need more questions. You got to bring your energy in. Let's get those questions in. Come on. We're going to pause on the parking. Talk about science next time. Okay, ask some driver's ed questions of me. Which way does the steering wheel turn when you're reversing? My question, Holly, to you, which way are you reversing, Holly? Are you reversing to the right? Are you reversing to the left? I got Holly thinking now. Yeah, Holly. Yeah, ask those questions. Are we able to ask you how far or close? You will ask me, Landon, I need you to learn. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to teach you. But after your first lesson, you're going to need me less. After your second lesson, you're going to need me less. After your third lesson, you're going to need me less. Landon, I'm there in case you lose it and go through a light and crash. Landon, I'm there when you go in the wrong lane and I have to grab the wheel so you don't hit a car. Landon, I'm there when you make it a left turn and you pull out in front of a car and I hit the brake so we don't die. Landon, I'm here with you as a certified instructor when you merge out and you don't check your mirror, you don't check your blind spot, and we almost get sideswiped by a car. So Landon, I'm here, but as time goes on, you will need me less. I should see you making progress. Remember what the company said? In 2026, they're going to have a different evaluation system. And if you guys don't meet that criteria, you don't pass. I love that. That makes you accountable. That makes me accountable. You have to, and I'll show you the requirements. What is the best way to judge if you have enough time to, you are judging traffic. You're looking at the distance. You're looking with your eye. Maddie is thinking. I can tell she's visualizing herself. You have to learn to judge distance. If a car is traveling 50 miles an hour and you have about a 3-car length, I would probably say no, because the first time you will hit the gas too slow, or you might hit the brake. My job is to help you. Your parents won't get in the car with you. They're not a certified instructor. They're going to clock your teeth. They're going to cut off your head. They're going to scream at you. I'm not going to scream at you. I'm not going to clock your teeth. I'm not going to grab the wheel. My job is to teach you. So my job is very important. And I like the questions you have. So Mallory, the question and the answer is, I'll show you how to judge traffic. And then you will feel comfortable making left turns. Left turns are the most dangerous. Love that. So Landon, going back to you, I will show you what to do, but Landon, you're going to have to learn what to do over time. Of course, you're able to ask me, but me telling you you won't learn. And if you keep having to ask me, this tells me you haven't learned. Which way does the steering wheel turn when you're reversing? So Holly, you gave me a funny look like, but you never said, Holly, if you're backing to the right, you turn your steering wheel to the right. The rear goes to the right. If you're backing to the left, Holly, you turn your steering wheel to the left. The rear goes to the left. The front swings out to the right. Beginning drivers always are very confused. So remember, I'm trying to give you wisdom, but some of you won't listen. Some of you think you know everything, and those kids usually crash. I'm just being real with you. But some of you won't listen to the OG. Some of you will listen. And I'll talk to your parents. I always talk to the parents. They want to know what's going on. And good instructors communicate, hey, your son or daughter did good today, or we struggled. They don't want to listen. They're going too fast in the school zone. They ran 2 red lights. If you want 1 red light, we have a problem. I'm going to pull you over and talk to you. So we're not going to let those things happen because life is too precious. Okay, put some more questions in. Come on, I'm going to pause. Put questions in. Come on, Brian. Well, I'm going to get some questions from you. Come on, man. Type it in. I'm here chilling. I got my Ice Mountain water. I'm chilling. Put some questions in. The more you're prepared, the better you'll be on the road. No, I have not been in an accident. We've been in the ditch a couple of times. We've had some side swipes. But no, I have not been in an accident because I don't drive students who don't listen. I don't drive students who have a lot of anxiety. I don't let the company rush me. If you are rushing to learn how to drive and you're tired, I'm going to cancel the drive. I'll say it again. If you're rushing to learn how to drive and you're tired, I can cancel the drive because it's dangerous to me and it's dangerous to you. So if you're, let's pretend Vivian stayed up all night playing video games. She's ranked in the country. She's going to Las Vegas. If Vivian is tired, I'm like, hey, V, you look a lot tired. I'm really tired. Hey, let's reschedule, right? My schedule is set up. If you're sick, I've had students get sick. I had a young man who was a professional skateboarder. He broke his collarbone. He couldn't drive. We had to reschedule. Things happen. So you have to really put all blinkers located in the same spot. Generally, yes. Some blinkers on the bottom of the mirrors. Some blinkers on the front bumper. Some blinkers are in the back part of the brake light area. So in generally, most of the time, yes. I like the question. Mallory is thinking. Love that. How fast you go? Oh, you use 0 speed, V. I've had students back up and almost back into their garage. So you don't want to hit the gas really hard because a lot of students will hit the gas, their car will back up forward and whoo, got to hit that brake. I love the questions. What time should you look at your speedometer? You want to look at when you first start and once you get near your speed. A lot of you will stare at the speedometer. Don't stare at the speedometer. All right, type in what you learned. Type in what you learned. We're going to see some videos now. Type in what you learned. Guys, this is a great session. We were talking about mirrors. Okay, some of you had a question about a man. I can't help you with that. But you want a man who's reliable and dependable, right? We have some people saying this is random stuff, you got deleted. We know the color of the smoke when you first start is the exhaust. When you first start up your car in the morning, it should be white. It should be clear. And that lets you know your car is running properly. If it's blowing blue or black smoke, you have an oil leak problem. Your rings are not sealing in your engine. Your valve guides are not allowing too much oil. If your car has a lot of mileage, but diesels are different than automotive cars, right? I love the questions. Water in the tires. You should never have water in the tires. They are sealed up. If you have a crack in your rim, that could let condensation in and you could have water inside. If you have a leak and you go over a bump, it might push snow or ice in there. I like the 7-7-6-7. Okay. I'm looking back through your questions. You want to use a lower gear if you're stuck in snow. I had an SRT Jeep. I could put it in snow mode. I would start in third gear or second gear so I don't have so much torque and spin the tires. Yes, I'm teaching you how to drive. Give us a thumbs up. Keep putting in information. I'm looking at what you put. Please don't forget to mention what we learned about mirrors. Mirror does not tell you how far a car is away. A mirror just tells you that something is in the area. So that was very good. Learning about cars, it is pretty cool. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. The more you know, the better educated decisions you can make. And that's why I love this live. Are there different gear shifts for tires? There can be. You got to look at your automotive safety manual. What's up? At first, my mic wasn't working, so you were clocking my T, but now it's working. Hand over hand is good for parallel parking. You will use hand over hand and hand to hand. Yeah, we love the American flag. It's all good. I'm in the United States. I really appreciate you guys and ladies. Make sure you subscribe. And those of you who subscribe and are active in the chat, I'm going to invite you on the podcast. And I think that's really important. We want to build a community. So subscribe, join the community, leave some comments. And then myself and my proctor, we're going to look at who is really contributing. And then we're going to get you on the Driving with Myles podcast so you can really voice your opinion. So please make sure you subscribe. And thank you guys. Bye.